Today's episode of Desertwood Days with Kathy Blaze is sponsored by Dork Publishing, expanding minds through fantasy since 2018. Learn more at the Dork Publishing website, www.dorcpublishing.com.
Desertwood Days. Today we have one of Arizona's young talent. I love the young talent here at Desertwood Days. Let's welcome Xander Simmons. Hello there.
Hello, Kathy.
Such a pleasure.
I'm so excited to be here.
That was a nice handshake.
Nice firm handshake. Top of my mom. Just always nice and firm and just, yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, welcome, Xander.
I am so, I told you before I got here, this set is just like incredible. Everything here, you know, from the coffee mugs to the cactus to even the pillows, like everything is perfectly placed. And it's so beautiful.
Thank you. We just made sure it was nice for when Xander came today. So Xander, Mom told me you're a junior in high school. Wow.
Just turned junior year. School started a couple weeks ago. Unfortunately, you know, math. So, yeah, no, school's not fun, but acting, that's.
So how does it feel to be a junior? Almost one more year, then you're out of that place.
I'm excited to get out of the house, but school.
I was talking about school, not out of the house.
About when I get out of the house.
Shh, don't say that around Mom.
Yeah, you're right. But junior year is definitely something I've been looking forward to because I got the license. You know, I took the bus from kindergarten to 10th grade. Don't take the bus anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm driving. All my friends are driving, and it's a lot more fun now that Mom isn't dropping me off.
That's
awesome. To go on dates
and
stuff.
Just be safe out there. That's awesome. So Xander, you are an actor. So when do you remember getting the acting bug?
So my first thing was actually when I was 4 years old. My mom put me in an agency when I was young, and I got a Nissan commercial. The first audition I ever did, got a Nissan commercial where I drove a little car through a car wash. And ever since then, it just kind of bloomed from there.
So you got your driver's license. Did you get a Nissan?
Nissan, nope. I got a Subaru. Subaru Outback.
Okay, Subarus are nice.
It's very reliable.
Yes,
that's what I tell my friends who have like Challengers and Teslas. The Subaru's very reliable. So.
Yes, they are. So you've been acting since you're like 4 years old. So you've been doing this for quite a while.
Yes.
So where do you see yourself, let's say 5 years from now?
5 years from now, I hope I make it big. You know, Hollywood, big-time actor, getting movie roles left and right. But realistically, I hope I just keep doing this down the line because, you know, acting's not something you do every day. Right. You do an audition here and there, and you get a call back here and there, and maybe you even land the part. But I hope I don't drop acting. You know, I hope I go into the future and I continue doing these roles throughout college. So.
What is it that you like about acting?
I like the people. I like going on set. I like meeting people. I'm a people person. So
me too.
I like meeting people. I like talking to people. You know, where are you from? What have you been doing? When did you start getting into acting? You know, and I also like just going on set and acting. You know, I've always had a passion for acting ever since I was born. So
So you go on set and you're acting. You enjoy being an actor. Is there anything that you've observed that you say, "Hey, I'd love to do that"?
I've always been like so envious of the camera people because they like their jobs are so like meticulous. Like they put the camera in a certain way and they have to make sure that you're in the right angle. Like before this, I had to make sure I was in the right angle when I stood up and when I sit down. And I've just found that so fascinating because they work so hard every single, you know, time they're on set to make sure that you look good, make sure that you're in the camera, make sure your lighting is good. And they're so incredible.
That's true. I'm sure they didn't have a hard time making that hair look good of yours.
I cut it too. Like before, it was like pretty much down to here. I'm like, I got back. I was like, because I was gonna go to Israel. I went to Israel. I'm like, this hair is way too much. I'm gonna be so hot in Israel. So I just cut it all off.
So, what is it? Do you create the look that you want? For Xander's brand?
I would say my mom does a lot of that. You know, she picks out my clothes for acting. But I also have my own style. Like sometimes for self-tapes, it's like I want to wear, like before I got here, my mom picked out a shirt. I'm like, I want to wear this shirt. This shirt represents me. And so I think I kind of represent my own style in that way.
Yeah. How do you describe your style?
I'm a big Dodger fan. Like at school, I'll get a big Dodger shirt. But I also just wear like stuff from Tilly's. I love Tilly's. These shoes, Tilly's. These jeans, I'm pretty sure Tilly's. Like Tilly's is my style. But realistically, like I can roll with anything.
Okay. So you're a student. You're an actor. Does school or acting interfere with each other?
It used to. Before COVID, we had to drive down to LA for a 5-minute audition. But ever since COVID, actually, it's just been it's been a lot of self-tapes. So instead of driving down for a 5-minute audition, I do a self-tape and they look at it. And then if I get a callback, I drive down to LA. But instead of driving down to LA for like a 5-minute PetSmart commercial where there's 1,000 kids there, I get to do it from home, which is a lot nice.
That's true. I mean, you're saving time on the self-tape, but how did you adjust to the self-taping itself?
We definitely had to put a lot more work into it because, when you do a self-tape, you do like 10, 20 takes, make sure it's absolutely perfect versus when you go to LA, it's like you do it and they can give you redirection. But for self-tape, you're kind of just guessing what the directors want to see out of you, so.
So do you make that final decision or is it mom?
I always make the final decision. We have a little bell right above where we work, so whenever we're done, we ring the bell. But I'm always the one that says, I didn't like that one, let's do it again. But, sometimes Mama's like, yeah, Xander, she says it in the nicest way possible. Yeah, I wasn't sure that take was really you. It's like, okay, Mom, I know you're saying that sucked. So we just do it again?
I don't think Mom would say this sucked, but look, maybe we just need to tweak it a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
So is there that character out there, that role out there that you want to play, Xander?
I always like the bully. Like, the bully is something that, like, I did like a commercial for the Arizona Department of Health Services where I bullied a kid, and all these like roles that people want from me, I'm always the bully. But
really?
I would also like to be like, this is like way down the line, but like I've always liked to show 24.
And you don't look like a bully.
I used to.
Really? You used to be a bully?
The longer hair, the backwards hat, I was like before.
You know what? And that shows, and it's true that. People say, well, we shouldn't be judged about how we look, but people do judge us the way we're dressed, our hairstyle, our makeup, and things like that. We are judged by that. So because you have the long hair, and so they saw you as the bad kid.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So did you want to change that image? Is that why the haircut and do you have natural curly hair?
Yeah.
So.
Thanks to Mom for that. She's got locks, but. I kind of like the bully, it's something I just kind of just like, I'm kind of good at just like looking at someone and just saying, I hate you, I'm going to beat you up. I've always been kind of good at that. Like, I'm a really nice kid in real life, but I was pretty good at the bully.
But you're good at playing a bully.
I'm really good at playing a bully.
So other than being a bully, what other role would you like to play?
So, way down the line.
We don't want to get Xander stuck in the bully role.
No, I've always liked the idea of like a counter-terrorist. Because, like, I love the show 24 a lot. It's like, wow, Jack Bauer, that guy is awesome. I would love to do, like, something where I'm like, pew, 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 pew. But that's way down the line. But hopefully, if I'm still acting, then I can do something like that.
You like that dramatic stuff.
Yes, dramatic is totally my thing.
Oh, my goodness, I like that. So what, one more year in high school, so what are your plans?
I want to go to ASU. After I think I want to do broadcast journalism. Get in front of the screen and kind of just talk. But if not, I've always want to be a lawyer too. That'd be very, very different.
I can see that you don't have a problem talking, so I can see that. I can really see you being the lawyer and the journalism. Yes, you might have to come and bail me out one day.
I got you. Don't do anything bad though.
I'll try not to. Okay.
Promise.
Yeah, I'll try not. Sometimes you have to bully people. You know that.
It just happens.
So, tell me about one of your favorite roles this far.
My favorite role, I think it was definitely this one commercial I did that was on the Super Bowl, where it was like I was like jumping in the pool, but the favorite part is that there was a dog, and I just got to cuddle the dog on the tape. Not my favorite one, but I also like doing the bully roles. It's like, I don't know why. It's just I just love bullying people on the TV, not in real life. But I kind of just find it fun because it's like one moment like, and the next moment it's like, hey, what's up, dude? What's your Xbox name? Let's play after this. So.
Okay, that is awesome. So Xander, you've been doing this acting thing for quite a while, since you were 4 years old. Well, you're probably sort of like a local celebrity here in Arizona. What is it like when you're out and about?
So the thing I get stopped for the most is this thing called Darman. It's like a web series, and they're viral on TikTok. Like, people at my school would be like, Xander, you're on my For You page. And I was walking in Desert Ridge the other day, and some little kid's like, are you the kid from Darman? It's like, yeah, that's me. What's up? And they ask for like selfies. I've had kids like ask for my autograph. And it's mostly popular with little kids who are on TikTok, because the Darman is just viral all over TikTok. But that's what I get stopped for the most.
So tell me a little bit about Darman.
So we go to LA to film it. It's basically these like feel-good things where it's like kid bullies. One of the most popular one was kid bullies autistic kid. What happens next is shocking, where I was the bully. And it was like, you bully the autistic kid, and then the kid like shows he's like better than everyone at like math and basketball and everything. It's like these really feel-good stories. And that was my first one. And it's his most popular on his entire channel. It's got like 50 million views.
Oh my goodness.
So that's the one that I get stopped for the most.
50 million views, you hear that? Wow.
So I get stopped for that one the most. It's like,
really?
Did you bully that autistic kid? It's like, yeah, that's me.
Wow. It is amazing how popular TikTok is with the young folks now. Do you do a lot of personal TikTok type videos?
Not really. Instagram's more my thing. Like, we'll post on Instagram. Me and my mom run the Instagram account together. And that's really the main thing. But I kind of do want to start a TikTok and just kind of like, I don't know, maybe do some dances and like some videos. I don't know. I've always been interested in doing it. I've just never started it.
Okay. Tell me about one of your other movies that may be pretty popular here.
So I did one called Wishman. That was in theaters a couple years ago, where, surprise, surprise, I chased a kid and I beat him up. And it was for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. It was the story of the founder of the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Frank, unfortunately, he passed away a couple years ago. But we filmed that as kind of the story of the Make-A-Wish Foundation. And I played the kid that bullied Frank when he was a little kid.
That's awesome. And I know you have some films on Prime right now also.
Oh, yes. So I did one called Girl Wired, where I played the troubled child, where I kind of just, like, I was the annoying little brother. But it was, like, this crazy story about how he had, like a gun that, like, stole credit cards. And, like, we got involved with, like, the mafia. But, yeah, it's available on Prime Video. It's called Girl Wired, so definitely check that out if you haven't already.
Okay. So I know you brought some media for us to see today, so we're going to take a look at that, okay?
Let's take a look.
Yeah! The website is down! The website is not down! Oh my God, the website is down. It's been hacked. Whoever's behind this must be some sort of internet criminal mastermind.
Something.
Awesome. Tell us a little bit about this.
So the OfferPad one, that was the Super Bowl commercial that we did. And as you can tell by a lot of them, I cut my hair a lot. It used to be really long. I kind of snipped that down because it was getting like the look I had for a long time. I was like, yeah, let's freshen it up. But yeah, one of those was the music video I did for, it was a couple years ago. And then the OfferPad one, obviously, that was a Super Bowl commercial. I'm telling you, that one was so fun. I jumped in the pool, I played with the dog. And I was just like,
the dog was so cute.
The dog was adorable. I love playing with that dog.
Oh my goodness! The one at the end. Was it a priest?
Yeah.
I mean, you just look like you're up to something.
I'm always a very mischievous child whenever I do these acting roles. Yeah.
That is wonderful. So, how old were you there? Because you looked younger. You actually look like your brother in that.
I know. It must have been maybe maybe 3, 1. It wasn't that long ago. It was maybe
Oh.
2 or 3 years ago.
Okay.
But yeah, no,
but
the
like Mom said,
Darmans-
you just stretched out all of a sudden.
Yeah, I just kind of. It was very recent that I just started growing. But yeah, the Darmans, those are the most recent ones. Like I filmed a Darman 3 months ago, and that's probably my most recent acting thing.
Okay. Do you have any new projects coming up that you can talk about?
Well, I did 2 auditions yesterday.
Oh.
I did 2 auditions last week. But as far as things coming up, Darman will just kind of email me and say, "Hey, we want you next week." And so I can always say I have something coming up for Darman because he always calls me back to do something.
Okay, so that's something that's ongoing. Oh, that is wonderful. So do you ever have any when you're working with, say, Darman, are you able to add your own content with that, or that all that content is already created by the production?
Yeah, it's pretty much always created, but like there has been some things where I will kind of just like spice it up, especially for the one where I did for the Arizona Department of Health Services. I was the bully in that one, and initially I had no lines, but I ended up walking out of there with a paragraph of lines that I created myself. They're like, this kid knows what he's doing. Let's just keep it in there. And they gave me a microphone, and I just started talking, and it worked out really well.
I can see that. That's wonderful. Congratulations. So, envision Xander as this 20-year-old. What would you want to be? Where would you want to be in the acting industry at that point?
I hope I'm more developed than I am now. You know, I hope I've refined my craft, and I'm kind of in with all these like producers in Hollywood, and I can kind of get going on some more projects. But ideally, you know, like I said, I hope I'm still doing acting, and I hope I keep doing stuff for many years to come.
Okay, so would you be willing? I know you said you want to go to ASU. Would you want to move to LA?
If I get a role, I'd be more than happy to.
Okay. So what would be your dream role?
Definitely like either a supervillain on like this show where I'm just like, you know, these superpowers in like one of those like Marvel movies, or like I said, like a super like counter-terrorist like 24. Those both just sound so fascinating to me. Both of them I think I would do a phenomenal job at.
Okay, you know what? I can also see you doing comedic type roles also.
I have it's not really. Okay, so the thing that I did for Amazon, you know, where I was like the little kid, that was kind of comedic. Where I was like, I want food, sis, and I was kind of a little comedic on that one, but I think I could do good on comedic roles too.
Yeah. So, is there anything that I haven't asked you that you want to share with us?
Not really. I think you've done a great job touching on everything for my career, honestly.
That
but
is wonderful.
You know, the Darmans, definitely keep watching the Darmans. It's the most #1 video that I'm on. Definitely watch that one, and stay tuned on all the Darmans because I'm sure I'll have some more stuff coming up. Pretty
I
soon.
have one last question. I know you have a young brother that's an actor also. So, as the big brother, you know, we're always in protecting our little brother or little sister. So, do you feel like in your career that you're modeling yourself to teach your brother?
I hope so. You know, I hope that he looks at what I'm doing and says, "Wow, that's awesome. I wish I could be like him." But you know, I don't know what's going on in his little head. But I really hope that he looks up to me because I think I've done a pretty good job, kind of, you know, shaping what I hope he is in a couple years.
I'm sure you are. I'm sure. Do you guys work together, study together, or have you ever worked together?
We actually have like been on set together, except like he didn't get much camera time. But you know, we've like gone to set together where like he'll film and I'll be like back helping him, or I'm filming and he's helping me. But yeah, we're definitely 2 peas in a pod, and we're always helping each other out.
Have you guys ever had a role where you guys played brothers?
I'm not too sure about that, and if not, then I hope we will get one soon because we are a great team.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. You know, a lot of times folks like, I don't want to work with my brother. I don't like my brother or
I love
sister.
my brother.
That's awesome. That is awesome. So, do you see yourself? You mentioned you liking the camera. The cinematographer or the cameraman, if you ever got offered that role, that position, would you try it?
I'm always down to try anything, like even like the gaffer or the camera person, obviously, or lighting, or even the microphone, either director. I would love to do anything that involves like set work. I just find the entire process so fascinating.
Well, I'm sure whatever you learned in that area, it'll be beneficial for your craft as far as keep creating your own content and just making yourself be the best you can be as an actor. So tell our audience where they can find you.
Xander Simmons _ on Instagram. That's really the main thing that I'm always on. And Twitter, Xander Simmons. Just put in Xander Simmons on every search engine, and I'm sure I have a page everywhere.
Wonderful. It was such a pleasure to have you here today,
Thank you
Xander.
so much.
Thank you very much. And we thank you for joining us here on Desertwood Days, and we'll catch you next time.